attack.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Brogdon. No good, and no foul. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Victor Oladipo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. To Kemba Walker. Takes stock of the floor. Walker to Cantor. That's out. Last touch by Enes Kanter. Here comes the screen. To Turner. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Miles Turner trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Off the mark on his free throw. Walker into the front. Turner sends it away.
You know why?
To Oladipo. Marcin Gortat tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Tight space with the crossover. Here comes the screen. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Walker. 4-3. Can't defend it any better. Kemba Walker misses. The follow won't go either. To Turner. Able to convert inside.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
Almost, but no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Ed, I remember this in so much detail. I was watching the NBA pre-draft camp, and I saw Miles Turner run, and myself and all the scouts, everybody's like, whoa, wait a second, what is that? But I give the Pacers a lot of credit. They had a trainer that worked with his gait, and now that's exactly who he is, a big that can run down, block shots, and be active on the perimeter defensively.
Has a look. Pulled down by Sabonis. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Navigating through traffic. Can't miss those. Works it up top. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Rebound taken by Gortat. Brown into the front court. Leads a bucket. And scores.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw up and good. A three-point play. It's back to a one-point game. Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both, and you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Oladipo into the front court. His guys down three. Here comes the screen. Time for some new personnel into the game. Celtics have it. From the painted area, won't go down. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kemba Walker at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. lays it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
The screen sets him up for two.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Boston with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen.
Come on, work to that screen. You see it?
Domantas Sabonis rejects it. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. To Turner. Stuffs it down with authority.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs. That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
The pass set it all up.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
And the finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. 2-point advantage. To Gortat. Finish that.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Here comes the screen. To Turner. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
The game is